As Meg has said, for more than 20 years, there has been a lot of walking and rolling up and down the hill, from the Fool's Court to the church and the church to the Fool's Court. Thousands have made street retreats. They began here, and we walk down the hill. Coming-of-age groups since 1999 have walked up and down the hill as part of their learning how to root and cultivate their commitment with direct engagement in the community. Some of you remember the early years of Up on Top, when we'd walk down the hill and meet the 25 children after school and have to walk them back up the hill here to the church. Those few blocks felt like miles as we'd walk up busy Franklin Street, trying to keep the excited and active kids together and safe. At different times, small group ministry cohorts have gathered to make sandwiches, and then we'd walk or roll down the hill to share them along the way and take time for conversation at the Fool's Court afterwards. Some of you have come down to sit in our street zendo for meditation. More than a dozen ministerial interns, beginning with Karen Day in 2000, walked up and down this hill. Members of the church who have served on the board of Faithful Fools and still do walk up and down the hill. Years back, with explicit intention to keep the string visible, the church board and the church staff came down the hill for a meal and then held their weekly or monthly meeting at the Fool's Court. For many years, probably since the establishment of this church, people have walked up and down the hill seeking assistance or a listening ear. Or for more than 20 years, men who seek sleep and a hot meal in the winter shelter walk up and down the hill. And of course, numerous clowns, encouraged by Osgard, Kay Jorgensen's clown, have walked up and down this hill. As I was remembering all the ups and downs and all the downs and ups these past 23 years, I remembered an exercise Kay would have us do with the coming-of-age groups down in the McGuire room here at the church. She would divide us into two groups, each bunched up on different sides of the room. She then invited us to walk across the room, passing each other. So we did. We passed each other, each group getting to the other side, waiting to be told what to do next. She invited us to cross the room again, and then again, and we did this crossing back and forth. The first time, that was nice. Maybe a little awkward in people's unsureness of what we were doing. Some of us smiled at each other. Some were uncomfortable and shy in the closeness with people they didn't really know. But mostly, we all just took care not to bump into each other. As we kept crossing back and forth, the energy in the room changed. It got lighter, as not only did we pass by one another, but we began to notice one another. There were more smiles, a little joking, and laughter would begin to surface. Compliments began to be exchanged as we noticed each other's shoes or their hair or their hip and groovy clothing. Some would link arms and start walking back and forth together. mixing up the groups. And pretty soon, no explicit invitation or direction was needed. We were now one group in the room, walking and talking together. It was a simple but important exercise, as we are all in this room. We are all in this city. We are all in this world together. Even if we don't see the string, we are connected. Whether someone explicitly invites us to crisscross, or whether we are compelled from within, we need to keep walking and rolling across unfamiliarity, across fears, and across boundaries and ideas we have erected that keep us separate. It has been a great gift to walk back and forth with Meg this year, with Sharon Weld last year, and the many interns and ministers and members before them. I looked forward to Meg's time every week because she came with complete availability to what I or others needed. She came with the same equanimity, whether we had loads of laundry to do in the neighborhood laundromat for someone who was battling bedbugs, or the intimate task and hard work of cleaning out the apartment of a friend who had passed away, or whether she was asked to accompany a woman to a medical appointment, being a still point and an advocate and a witness for her. For being a Black woman, most every medical appointment awakens the trauma rooted in a lifetime of neglect and unimaginable violation by medical professionals. Meg, I'm grateful. And I'm grateful that you want to crisscross. And I say thank you. And a few weeks back, you received gifts from the congregation acknowledging the completion of your year of internship. I'd ask you to come up here, because today I would like to offer you gifts from all of us at Faithful Fools. First, I offer you this purple ball, which with the coming of age groups and the thousands of people who have made street retreats, it has been tossed back and forth, and it links us together. Second, I offer you this mirror. And keeping your feet on the streets is what keeps the mirror polished. And third, I offer you this giraffe that what Kay Jorgensen would wear on her fool's vest. And the giraffe was a symbol that Kay found great meaning in, and so do I, for the giraffe is the largest, or the land animal with the largest heart, because it has so far to pump the blood to the brain. And your heart is large because you crisscrossed humanity with your own struggles, your own experiences of pain and powerlessness, and your heart is large and your compassion is great. And I thank you. And to this congregation, and anyone who is with us for the first time, I say thank you to you for walking and rolling up and down the hill, and I invite us all to keep doing so, to make visible the string that connects us. For love is the spirit of this church, and service and justice, reparation, community building, and forever challenging ourselves is our task. May it be so.